Ladies and gentlemen, Lumberjack here, practice session 4. So, here goes.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor leagues. Harvey Beal comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Harvey Beal.
Now a fastball a bit too low here.
Come on!
Eric, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Getting out on the road might not be the worst thing in the world for them.
3-0.
They won just 2 games on their recent
Damn it.
homestand, so maybe getting away for a bit could turn out to be a good thing.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on.
Are you serious?
First in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second.
Are you fucking serious?
Juan Reyes.
Fucking
Gets his
blind
first shot
umpire.
here with the man on following the leadoff walk.
You know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous. We'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Oh, sure, now you want to call a strike.
That's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
Tap fouled at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first guy.
There we go.
Chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. Done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Stephen Harmon comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a looper to left. Ojeda over to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with that, here's how Trenton will line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
That misses 1 and 2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Damn it.
Coming to the plate now, Will Alanis, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. He can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's
really?
Into the outfield. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, he comes
Son of a
with a
bitch.
2-out, 2-strike RBI. That's a real confidence builder right there. And conversely, that's very deflating if you're out there on the mound.
Todd Rosales is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. Javier Feliz
Asswipe.
gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
Javier Feliz.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting
Blind
on top
umpire.
of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And he takes a called strike 2.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
Smoke toward the hole. Figueroa right there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting 8.
Lonnie Barrios will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. Nothing in 1. Good curveball. Strike 2.
Really?
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but
How
also
the hell
on the
does he
outside
not
corner,
swing at that?
also
No
taking
wonder you're
for a
batting
strike.
1.
So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole.
Try to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
No wonder why he's batting 180.
You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Washington backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting 9.
Peter Suggs will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half. We'll go down to the top of the 3rd. And the Sea Dogs lead
No
this
words.
one 1-0. Harvey Beal takes into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rout.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Boom.
The batter number 15.
Juan Reyes is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations
Ah.
that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
I think he finally said to himself, all right, look, you've had your chances to hit that off-speed stuff, but now you're getting a fastball at 94. And that wound up finally doing the trick.
Stepping in now, Stephen Harmon. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
That was not supposed to go that way. That was way too inside.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Two and 1.
Way too early on that one.
2-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Drilled down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. The Sea Dogs lead it 1-0.
Yes, they do.
Brian Spanos is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Didn't miss by much, honestly.
Right side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
Will Alanis stands in following an RBI single this first time through.
Yeah, and so far that's been the only real offense in this game. Good pitching we're seeing so far.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. One and two.
1-2's the count.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Heading out towards shallow right, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
As a pitcher, you love those catches. When I'm playing the right fielder, the second baseman, I hate those catches.
That drops in, you're looking at some trouble.
Standing in now, Todd Rosales. As he'll take a look at the 1.
Yeah, I'm going to have to work on.
That's inside. 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Pulled toward right center field. Zambrano is underneath this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We played 4 full, and the Sea Dogs lead this one. Javier Feliz comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Third baseman, Javier.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Towards second. So this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The batter, first baseman, Lonnie Barrios.
Stepping in, Lonnie Barrios, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Into the windup and the pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Ojeda will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting.
In now, Peter Suggs. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced, or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
Oh, that's just
I was supposed to get that?
Good pitch. He probably should be out of this inning, but it winds up being an infield single.
Oops. I didn't.
Digging in the switch hitter.
I thought that was the second baseman's ball. Whoops.
Ground out victim last time.
Whoops. You can tell I don't play pitchers that much because I'm not really sure when I am and am not supposed to field. But oh well.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. In for strike 2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings.
Can't believe that was my ball to catch.
Tied at 1-1.
Whoopsie.
Juan Reyes will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Chip ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run.
Fuck.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as we are all knotted up at 2.
Well, he was over 2 with 2 strikeouts coming into the at-bat, but he takes out some frustrations on that swing. He got every bit of that one.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there.
Center fielder, Stephen.
Into the box, Stephen Harmon. As he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
Brian Spanos digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. On the ground near home, Vasquez is up with it. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
Will Alanis comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Washington ranging into the outfield. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 1 run on
Hopefully,
1 hit,
I won't
which
have
is
to
the
come
home
into
run.
the for the
No
next
errors,
inning.
and no one left on base. Todd
Really?
Rosales will stand in now. He struck out and fly
I'm
out
still
0 for 2
pitching.
thus far.
God damn it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball.
Fuck it, I'm not even aiming the pitches anymore.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His 2nd strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, you want to be considered a strikeout pitcher, you better have a pretty good one of these. You see it here again on Show Track, and this is now 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts so far in the inning.
In now, Lonnie Barrios, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. To first, to his right, Kelsey. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning.
Hey, Skip, you mind taking me out of the game?
This one, 5-2.
And we lost. Whatever.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
Alright, 303 points. Training. Available points. Let's see. Alright, we'll go with that stuff for now. The rest of it we'll worry about later. Stupid thing about interactions that has nothing to do with me because there wasn't anything available. Alright, I'm just saving that. Okay, done. We'll continue. Anthony Bigelow wrote to the show. This is what we'll do now. Where he's got. Okay, that's only 480. What about... Alright, we'll just go with those for now. That's fine. Year-to-date progression, plus 70. Just overall 59, adjusted overall 65. Okay, I can live with that. Play next appearance. Yeah, we'll do one game of this and then that'll be it. Because these practice sessions are basically me just playing the characters that aren't series characters.
A crucial moment here, and standing in, Vince Forrest. He does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Why am I at shortstop?
Too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Oh, what a good job of keeping it alive with 2 outs. You just got to keep the line moving right now. And now you move that tying run up to second.
They put me in at shortstop. Okay.
His first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. High in the air and deep to left center field. Guerrero racing back, and it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it's now 6-3.
Oh, and this home crowd is digging this. That's going to push the lead up to 3 now here in the bottom of the 8th. And with each extra run that scores, it just makes it more and more.
So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top.
Okay, so they put me in as a pinch hitter, and I promptly crushed one over the seats. Oh. Yeah, considering they put me in as a pitch hitter, we'll do one more game because that wasn't really a full game. Not that I'm qualifying or making any caveats here. It's just, you know, one at bat.
Matt Vasgersian back with the minor
Really
league
isn't a full
pregame show,
game.
counting you down to Double-A Texas League Baseball with tonight's version of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Anthony Biggs is in the glow. And guys, he's got a pretty nice hitting streak going right now. He's up to 15 games coming into this one.
Yeah, Matt, he's definitely been feeling it up there, and it's been fun to watch. Looks like he's keeping it simple and seeing the ball very well. Sometimes you just get in the zone for a while, so I hope he stays in it for this one.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Anthony Biggs will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Chop foul over towards the coaching
Ooh,
booth.
I forgot to check something. All right, my sliders are loaded in.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And with the loss yesterday, that means they dropped 2 of the first 3 in this series. So if form holds, they're due to come back and win this one, and they'll end up splitting the series.
And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit.
Anthony Biggs will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Weak roller right side. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. In now, Scott Shimchak. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Biggs coming in. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play.
So stepping in, number 4, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And he'll reach down to make the catch as he takes that one right off his shoe tops for the second out. Ramon Herrera will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit.
Anthony Biggs will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
High and deep to right center field. And he will make the play out there, and they're
Oh,
You
well.
always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of it.
Alright. Alright, that's gonna do it for this practice session. Because I got some, channel maintenance I gotta take care of. So I'll see you all next time.